or I was doing this.
She's in LA.
Yeah. Tell you, I'm not losing any of these people. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna get this done. She wants to come over here.
Oh.
Maybe y'all could swap. Then we making this look good. Then it glaze combo. Hardcore combo.
Oh, here it is.
Entering StreamYard.
I hate this new layout, man. They keep messing me up with it.
Because we're gonna be.
We are lit and we are ready. Hello. Audio is good.
Good.
Audio is good.
Audio's great.
Audio good.
Audio's great.
Audio. Green light.
Audio is great.
Yes, we are popping.
Great audio.
And we got some good visuals.
Good visuals.
Camera light.
This Shutterbug over here.
She steady snapping.
She stay snapping, boy. You don't know.
I like it.
It is a bad mama jamma. It's my girl time. That's good, right?
I'm just hoping no shadow get cast on my black.
You should switch spots.
Oh no, I'm good. Am I good on there? Oh shoot, let me take this off.
Yes, thank you.
Get together.
You gotta keep the fro tight. You know what I'm saying? Right up to screening
I
time.
had 95-degree weather on it, so.
Oh, can you pass me something? I'm missing the
What?
Oh shit, the questions.
What it do?
What it do? I know that's right, man. Hey, we is live right now on YouTube. We are live in other places, I think. But right now we're on YouTube, and I am here at Savor Cinema with the one and only Kimberly Douglas, y'all. I am so blessed to have this woman in my life. She has been absolute inspiration. She's gotten me into so much stuff that I can't even keep up with it. But I'm trying to keep the notes. This is a whole bunch of notes right here. I'm trying to keep up with it, but we're going to discuss today about her experiences in LA, also with the connection between West Coast movies and film with East Coast movies and film, and also with her work with Flow, the community, and women empowerment. So, Kimberly.
Yes.
How are you?
Thank you for having me.
Oh, anytime.
This is amazing. And you always pivot on a dime, you know? It's like, I got something more. Like, let's go.
Let's go. And you be right there with me. I can't, listen,
You're
one
the
thing
yes
about
man.
it.
Yes.
I told her from the beginning, I said, listen, Kimberly, you don't know that, but you're stuck with me forever. You're good. I mean, you're like stuck with me. So whatever you got going on, I'm with it. I'm always down to support. And you know this. So anytime you call my phone, Clay, what are you doing? I don't know what you got going on. I always say I don't know what you got going on because there's no telling to what you have going on. And I just feel so blessed to be a part of your life. Oh man,
I just love you being like, you show up. You know what I mean? And half the things for anybody that's doing anything is like to have people in your life that show up for you, support you. Like that's the main thing.
That's very.
You never know what's gonna happen, but you show up and be like, okay,
you never know. You never know. But for the ones who do show up, you have to appreciate those people and acknowledge those people. And that's something I had to learn a long time because before I used to be so caught up in who wasn't supporting or who wasn't looking out or who wasn't coming through. Yeah. And I was actually putting that energy into the wrong thing. And I had to learn to separate the two. Focus on the people who are doing. Focus on what's happening and what's not happening. And
not what's a matter of focusing on the positive, right? Focus on the things that are in motion. Because if you get too caught up with the stuff that's not moving, it'll hold you back from getting stuff done. Absolutely. So some things like moving, like follow that, you know, and everything else will come. Because people have a cyclical nature, right? Everybody wants to wait and see. And then when you got the thing going, that's when everybody wants to hop in.
Yeah, everybody wants to jump on when the train's rolling, but nobody wants to help push it down the track. Nobody wants to push it down the track, but they want to jump on when it's rolling. Yeah. So let's talk about LA.
Yes.
The Los Angeles Times International Los Angeles Tribune
International
Film Festival.
Yes.
That's the LATIFF, as you see it. LATIFF. Y'all see it. So remember that. LA Tribune International Film Festival.
Yes.
And you are the what?
I'm the Associate Festival Director because I'm here in Florida.
I quit. I can't keep up with this woman.
I was not on site. That was part of my. That was a trade-off, right? Because being on the ground, obviously a lot of things happen more smoothly. But this is a very old publication, you know.
Right.
LA Tribune's been around since the 1890s.
Yeah,
it's one of the oldest ones on the West Coast. So for them to suddenly take this interest in having a film festival, and for me being adjacent to them through a producer that I know, and she included me, and I opted the opportunity.
That's really great. Did. I love that for you. When I found out about it, I was like, Kimberly, I love that for you. Like, go out there and smash it.
Yeah, it was great. And it was like when I started my festival here in South Florida, it was COVID. So we had an opening night here in the same theater in the Savor Cinema right here in Fort Lauderdale.
This is that full circle spot.
It's my home. It's my home cinema. But yeah, we had the opening night here, but that's all we had. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do it big because I knew nobody was going to come.
Right.
So having the opportunity to go over there and like having the support from their team, the huge team that's over at the Los Angeles Tribune, and having the additional festival support and like having the budget to do something on a grand scale with the AMC 30 Orange and take over, like it was really like realizing what I want here. You know, I have to get away to bring it from over there and get it here because it was amazing.
So what do you have in plans for Florida though? I mean, you say that you want to bring the LA film culture to Florida, but what about bringing the film culture of Florida to LA?
I'm doing both. So one of the things that was really great about the festival was because of my festival as well, I had films, Florida films, right? That I submitted to them, or I encouraged them to submit. And I did discount codes and all that, you know. And some of them went. Actually, quite a few of them went.
We had some winners from Florida, actually.
Yeah, and they won. And this was like their flagship event. It's a huge milestone for them. They put a huge effort behind it. And so to have us go over and not only be part of the organization itself, but then be recognized, you know, in multiple ways. So we won. Jill Melody has a film that I'm actually going to screen at Flow.
Jill Melody.
She won an award for Trapped, which is a film about human trafficking.
Trapped, yes.
Yeah.
I seen that inside of the release.
Yeah,
Trapped.
And she was in the program. They had physical programs. She's online, and you know, she brought like 6 people with her. We had presence in LA. Okay.
Shout out Florida, baby. We stood up over there in LA, man.
I showed up and showed out.
Kimberly had us lit out there.
And I have a girl that I took with me. Oh no, young lady, not a girl. I really respect her. Great woman. She's been super supportive from the beginnings. She's an actress and model, Claudine Lee, and she was actually my like direct assistant on the trip. But she was also a judge for the festival.
Shout out Claudine.
Yeah, thank you, Claudine. Yeah, but she held it down for me while I was running around acting crazy. You know, she made sure she was on the red carpets, was dressed impeccably, made all the guests feel really super welcome, and you know, just to be able to have her there. Now they have decided that they're inviting her over to LA to run for like Miss Haiti.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so I'm like,
so more doors just get open.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just plug. And like I said, because the Tribune is such an elite publication and so aged, they touch everybody. Like we had celebrities like the owner of Magic Castle, Diane Zimmerman.
Right.
Zimmerman was there, met me her personally. She offered me to be her guest at Magic Castle. When I was an actor, the Magic Castle was like it. Like you're always looking for somebody to get you in. It was like the best private club in Hollywood. Anybody was a member, you know. And I never got to go.
Oh,
but then to meet the owner.
Well, now you got a chance.
I got a backstage pass. Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, pitch me, you know. So yeah, Florida shut up and shut out. We made some great connections. Obviously, some heavy hitters were there. Now we have a lasting relationship with the Tribune, which is nice, you know. And I think the main thing for me bringing Florida to LA is that I want you, when you leave here, to have somewhere to land there. I think that's the hardest part of an actor's career when they choose to change to that market. I don't care where you're coming from.
Right.
It's like you go there and you basically start from scratch. Like you got to make the friends, know the people, and
all that.
Yeah, but if you prime that pump and you come to somebody in our community and be like, "Hey, I'm planning to make that transition," you're like, "Okay, well, what do you want to do? Where are you gonna live?" You know what I'm saying? You kind of like organize a little better.
You have a hub.
Yeah, so you're stronger when you're there. You can concentrate on, maybe you have a job waiting for you, even if it's a catering job or something. Like you have.
And that's kind of
support.
like what you're building now, right?
Absolutely.
You're building the foundation and platform for local talent to be able to go to LA and be set up to where they're not going out there, starting off struggling,
or you're not knowing who you're going and messing with the wrong crowd,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
And then getting involved with the wrong systems, and then wasting your time.
Exactly,
and
then you come back and you're defeated. And man, I've been out to LA 3-4 times, like try to restart something, and finally I was like, they love me here, I love it here. They keep pulling me back there every year or so, but like. This is
we gonna start pulling them down here. We gonna bring LA.
They want to
count
come
your
out
days.
Here. They want to come out here. You understand how many people when it the business started to falter? I want to say about 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. It started to get shaky, and this is before the strike, and this is before AI. Was really having a meaning. I've had people call me, and not just crew people, like actors, like right. A and B list actors have called me and been like, "Hey, what's going on over there with the project?" So. It's not just about us going there. They want to come here.
Well, we got some projects lined up for y'all, so stay tuned. We got some things coming, especially one that we got special called Lipstick on the Pig.
Yes, oh my gosh, we gotta do Lipstick on the Pig, man.
So speaking of acting, what's going on with your acting career? I know I've seen you in a couple little tidbits, little pieces here and there. So give us a little bit about your acting career.
I think my acting career is on hold for now. I'm really interested in what I'm doing. I'm developing really quickly in it. I'm now starting to train other people in the same space to become producers and script supervisors and whatever. So I'm really happy in this space. And then training, I've started to train actors, on set though,
right.
Which I found out recently I'm quite good at, tapping in and getting people where they need to be emotionally. Mm-hmm. So I'm really enjoying that. I do attend an acting class here, because the actors are really spectacular. I should plug him. Michael's acting class. I don't have a thing. I'll give you a link for him later. But
I think you sent me his information before.
What's his last name?
The guy Michael.
Yeah, Michael.
Yeah, I think you sent it to me. I just have to go on my phone and look.
I'm gonna look because I need to. Michael.
Pause.
Yeah, pause. Sorry. Are we live?
Yeah, we're live. Absolutely.
Oh, my bad.
We're absolutely live.
Okay, sorry.
We're super live right now. And she's like, are we live?
No, Michael Jacques' acting class out here in Coconut Creek. Hands down. I'll invite his actors to every audition. I go there to unwind. That's my relax. He allows me to come. Mm-hmm. And I cast people out of his class as well. But my main thing is I just love to go in there, watch his actors work. It's a very LA style a class where there's a lot of accountability for your own craft, because we have a lot of pretty people down here and nobody's not capable of being a great actor, right? It's training. That's all it is. But we have a lot of pretty people that think they're actors and they're not. And that's one thing. If I want a modelly look, but depending on what I need, you have to have substance in there. You have to be able to connect to your character, and people kind of miss it because it's like, oh, I'll get it because I'm commercial.
Right.
And you have a lot of commercial here too, though. As the narrative grows, the narrative pool grows, I think we will get more better developed acting.
So how does you being a previous actress help you relate to other artists now that you're bringing up?
Well, I would have given everything to know the me I am now when I was an actress, So I try to be encouraging. And I try to do as much as possible as I can for others, It's just a different view it's a different perspective, right? Because all the things you're trying to gain as an actor, when I stopped acting that I got those things.
Right.
Because I guess I wasn't in my right spot for the time.
It is time and place, energies, hours, situations. Everything plays a part in it, so it just probably wasn't that time.
Yeah,
but, maybe. It always happens that way. The greatest of us during our time of extreme exuberance for what we have a passion for. Sometimes we don't get that knowledge that we need for success then because we're not ready for it.
Yeah.
And there's an old parable, I can't remember exactly how it goes, but it was this young man that he wanted something so bad, and he kept asking his grandfather for it, asking him. His grandfather would never give it to him, never give it to him. Then as he got older, he ended up getting it. He's like, "Grandfather, why'd you wait so long to give it to me?" And then he explained to him the art of maturity, being mature enough to handle what it is that you have. Because we might feel like, "Oh, I'm ready to be a star. I'm ready for the millions of dollars, for the cameras, for the lights," and then you get it and you crumble. Like it's apparent.
It's a maturity thing that really
you have to really be mentally, emotionally, and spiritually sound in order to really take advantage of those opportunities, because this is a tough industry. It's not for the weak.
No, and it's a tough industry, and it's not for the weak. However, it is for the humble.
Very much so.
Because when you achieve, everybody achieves different levels depending on what you're after. But at a certain level, you're just like, okay, people are people, you know, and
people will people.
And people hard. People be peopling.
They be peopling. That's the new phrase of 2025. People be peopling, man. Like for real. People
but you have to understand also that everybody's facing their own struggles, right? So,
correct.
And my timing wasn't God's timing, and now this is my time. You know, everybody around me, I don't know if they're gonna stick with me, if they're gonna fall off, if I'm gonna be able to help them, if I put them in the right room with the right person, complete. You know,
you're very good at that though.
I just pair people up with everybody.
I mean, some of the things that you do, I mean, you're like, just seeing you in action. I've seen you work. I've seen you in rooms with people, and I've seen you just how you can manipulate an entire room and have people, I mean, manipulate in a good way.
Okay.
I mean, how you can put people in the same, like, people don't even know that they need this person. But it's like, you can see that. And you put these people together. You're like, hey.
I'm so good at casting.
Hey, you need to talk to this guy right here. Hey, meet my friend James. Hey, meet my friend Mark. Hey, Kathy, you need to talk to Jane over here. And you're very good at that. And your connections normally work.
Yeah.
You know,
I enjoy that a lot.
I see a lot of progress with the people that you put together. A lot of the projects that you're involved with, I see them blossoming. I see them flourishing.
I like that because it's not for nothing. You know what I mean? Because like, if somebody comes to me, like I said, I try to help as much as possible. I might not be the plug.
The plug.
You know what I'm saying? I know you. You might be the plug. I'm like, give me a second. Let me go get my boy.
I know somebody who fixes ACs. He's all over it about it. I don't know about it, but I know somebody who does.
Exactly.
And that's your superpower. Like you know so many people, and your memory is impeccable for the most part with people. Like I don't see how you do it. Like, you like, oh, I met you at the Golden Globe Awards back in '87.
Oh my
like a
God.
blue tie. Like she's great at that. Like she's great at remembering people and names and stuff like that. And I wish I had that talent, but that is absolutely a superpower. And I just want to say thank you for all that you do for the industry, for everybody. And like you say, this is a humble industry. This is an industry that you have to be humble in. And it's very, I know it comes at time is like when people give you your accolades and give you your flowers, it's humbling because it's like you don't want to be like, yeah, you know,
but you feel like that. Like I remember Snoop Dogg's like speech, I think at the Grammys one time. He's like, I want to thank me, like God always first. But I do thank me because
you gotta put in
I gotta put in the work. I don't want to work so crazy hours and up in the middle of the night thinking mad thoughts and trying to figure stuff out and paving the way for somebody to come behind me. I just keep looking back to see, is anybody following, right? And can I pull them ahead, you know?
There's plenty of people that are following you, especially in women empowerment. I know you do a lot of work with women in film. Like, tell us a little bit about that. What are some of the things that you're doing to make sure that women are being, you know, given the same stage and the same opportunities as men in the film industry?
Well, that's really the heart of Flow Film Festival, right? I found as I came out of acting and into production that there were a lot of actresses, right? Which is weird. It's like the opposite. So on the acting front, there are very few men, tons of women, right? And then as you get from acting into producing and directing, now it starts to look like all men, like in the crews and stuff like that, right? And now at this level, like I'm just one of a handful of women run festivals, like.
Right.
But I found that I miss that. I miss the feminine energy in these spaces, and I think the perspective of women is important. And I respect men who enjoy or can work well with women. So the Flow Film Festival was created to give them that opportunity. So we focus on not the actresses, right? Not that cast, but the crew positions. If you have a woman in a non-traditional role, you'll at least consider your film. So that's not hair, that's not makeup, that's not crafty, that's not wardrobe, that's not set design. You know what I'm saying? I want women in positions like one of the things we joke about because the key grip used to be called best boy grip, right? If your best boy grips a woman, you're more likely to get into my festival, even if you're have an all-woman cast and talking about women's topics. You know, it's about filling those spaces and allowing women to be diverse in that space. So the beautiful thing about the festival now, once we have these diverse projects in, right, we select them, we screen the ones that we find at the best quality, and then of those, the judge who gets an award is guaranteed distribution, oftentimes through Sony Pictures.
Awesome.
Yeah, I have one right now. Actually, I became the executive producer on the project afterwards.
Another executive role.
Afterwards, though, because I've been pushing the project, right? So, this wonderful director out of Australia, Azita Demandin, she had this film Mourners, and Sony had an interest in it. So they had little negotiations I kind of sit in on because we'll nurture those relationships too. We'll always say, okay, well, who do you want to go with?
Right.
And have everybody put their hat in the ring, and you can choose to go off on your own, or we can kind of facilitate because a lot of filmmakers it's out of their depth making a distribution deal.
Right.
So yes, Sony had an interest. They managed to work it out, picked it up, and then we got a deal with Amazon Prime. So it's streaming now in the UK and the US on Amazon Prime. Mourners on Amazon Prime by Azita Demandin.
Yes, let's go check that out.
And then I got her into the festival, and she won at the festival.
Oh, the one that we
the
just
one
went
in
to
LA.
Yeah, I seen her name, Azita, right?
Azita.
Yeah, I seen her name.
And she and I are talking about working on some more projects together, but they went over there. Actually, one of the lead actors in the film lives there now. So he was able to come and do the Q&A because she couldn't get here from Australia, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
And she's Iranian. So, she's got a lot of, they all have like a very big voices. They want to communicate what their situation is going on oftentimes in Iran. So yeah, it was a blessing to be able to host him, to have him come out, receive the award, give his talk, give his acceptance speech. Right. And he was like blown away, you know what I'm saying?
It was a big thing.
It was huge. And he's like, this is the second festival I've ever been to.
So it's one of the biggest ones ever.
Dude.
And it's in a lot of your work is very culturally diverse. Mm-hmm. I've seen you work with people from Pakistan, from Iran, from China, Germany, and wherever.
Yeah.
How does that help you in developing the Florida culture? Because it's very diverse down here as well.
It is.
We're very culturally diverse.
Yeah.
I don't know what the LA film scene is like as far as diversity, but how does Florida stack up to other hubs as far as diversity?
Florida is the most diverse. Florida is the most diverse, not even just among persons, but even the topography. Yeah, we don't have mountains, but we have so much other things to offer. The beach, the springs, the Everglades. We've got the Gulf. We've got a whole differences between our beaches, different color sands, different everything, different. Definitely. And we even have I was driving back through. I was coming back from Biloxi last year, and we drove through this town. I think it's in Walton County. Mm-hmm. It looks like Santorini, Italy.
Oh, wow.
It's all white and it's got the terraced townhomes. And I'm like, you don't have mountains, but you got terraced homes down here,
Right.
And I went and I took pictures around there because I'm like, I'm gonna, I have a film that I'm considering. We're starting to develop called Taste of Italy, and Taste of Spain. And I wanted to potentially shoot it, but keep it here. I didn't want to go to Spain.
Right.
That could totally work as my backdrop. And I'm like, this is here. It's all right here. Between that and the nature and the forest and the animals, it's all here.
Yeah, we have so much down here in Florida to offer to the film industry.
Absolutely.
And they call us what, Hollywood East?
Yeah, we're Hollywood East, baby.
So I mean, you're pretty much that catalyst that's connecting.
I'm just trying to bridge it again. I'm just trying to bridge it because I know people here. I was raised I'm from LA. I was born in Hollywood. Mm-hmm. But now I live in Hollywood.
Now you live in Hollywood East.
But it's just being able to facilitate the passage of talent and information, I think it's hugely important. It's huge. There's no drawback to doing it. You know what I mean? All you're doing is growing on both ends. we both get more. And I think that that Florida is now really becoming strongly poised to receive bigger projects. Because everybody thinks, oh, this one great actor is the one that's going to bring us out of this hole. No, you have to have the crew, infrastructure, and knowledge to set up, to execute a major film. A lot of what's been happening in the past is like, when they bring like a Bad Boys 4s or whatever over here, they're bringing their crew.
Right.
So that's hurting our economy. Why aren't they using our local crews? Well, some of our local crews have not been up to the standard yet.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like simple things I noticed on set, but I personally like it, and it's not a luxury when it comes to filming sets. Like I need a video village. It's something super easy. It's like a wireless to the camera, so I can watch what's being filmed in another room. I'm not in the same room as the set.
Right.
I can watch it from across the street or whatever. That's me as a director. That's what I want, right? But it's standard over there. Here I have to ask and prepare for it. It should not be like a last minute, we have to scramble to get this thing. No, like so there's certain things, just etiquette.
Is that something that you plan on building down here in Florida?
Absolutely. Already in place.
And what's some of the, not to get too far into your game, but what's some of the tactics that you're going to use to make that happen? Like, are there other organizations that you're going to tie into?
Yes. Yes.
Give us some insight.
So right now we have an initiative, I should call it, called the Flow Project. Mm-hmm. So the Flow Project is the brainchild of Alex Moreno, who is a clinician, and he works at University of Miami, and he's the guy who like tells you, you've been diagnosed with whatever, right? STDs, STIs, whatever. And he's a phenomenal director. We work together now. I think we're going next weekend on our fifth film. But he got tired of telling people this, and he couldn't figure out how to get the word out. So what he was advised by our executive producer to do was to have an educational portion, right, where he create a catalog that you can use in schools to educate people about STIs and mental health and all these kinds of socially sensitive issues.
Right.
And then we got a grant where we can create the product, right, associated with it. So we're filmmakers. That's the product you're going to get, which has really bled into a lot of other really cool stuff. So the idea is we go into these underserved communities. So we did like the boot camp over at TGK. Last summer we did St. Andrew's School, and it's like for foster kids or something. And then we did a MDC group for foster kids. Sorry, and we did St. Anthony School. So it's like middle school, high school age kids, right? Mm-hmm. We do these groups and we train them on the material, right? Teach them what these short terms are. Then we encourage them to form stories about it, right? Mm-hmm. So they formulate these stories and say, okay, good. We sit them down and show them how to write scripts. So they write the scripts and they're peer reviewed. Right. So after the season, sometimes a 3-month-long project, depending on what their availability is. After 3 months, they'll write the scripts and then we take and give it to a youth advisory board, which is trained to judge scripts. Right. And they will judge the scripts and the best of these scripts. And sometimes we only have like 5, 6, 7 scripts. It's not usually like a whole slew of them. But they'll judge the scripts and the best one we produce into a film. And the film is made available free to the public, for the consumption of, classrooms when they have to teach, sex ed or whatever they have to teach in there. They're like icebreakers, like small slice of life stories that are icebreakers so that you can get into the deeper conversations about suicide prevention, opioid abuse, like all that stuff that affects our community.
That's great.
So the education aspect is great, right? Both coming in and going out, right? Because these are community resources now. When we do these films, we're training like one of the guys at TGK, his script won. He won Best Screenplay at Flow. I am not a judge of Flow. I had nothing to do with it. But he won It's his first script. And now he's an award-winning screenwriter.
His first script.
His first out the door. Yeah. So it's pretty impressive. And now we have a screenwriter. Then you take crew from the local universities. And we usually do that because we're on a tight budget, considering what it is. And the university provides their equipment. So we'll take the university students and now we're training them in proper set etiquette because I and Alex will have an immense amount of experience being on professional side. Right. So we're training them that way. And then on top of that, like depending on where they get to, if you want to continue, like we invite them back. You know, and we're all constantly looking for new groups. We're looking for new groups of students to engage with for this program. So if you know anybody, hear anything, we're doing the Tri-County area. We're getting grant money for it. Yes, please do reach out. We love it. And it's rewarding.
Information's right up here for y'all. So make sure you get the info, tap into it, get with her. If you know anybody, any organizations that would like to participate, that have some youth, some underserved or underprivileged youth, make sure you tap in with her. Also get with me as well, because I would love to be involved with the youth. I'm also a mentor. I do a lot of counseling with the middle schools. So yeah, definitely tap in with us to help, educate and broaden the horizons of our community, because we all have to do it. We can't sit back and wait for somebody else to do it. Yeah. We have to take the reins. We have to take the lead and do it ourselves. We just can't sit on the sideline and be asking for help. We have to get it busy. So if y'all know anybody, tap in with us. Let's get this thing rolling. Let's get this thing
rolling. You want at least a dozen kids, and we'll sit down with them for anywhere between 6 weeks to 3 months, and we'll do all the education. And somebody might, somebody's going to win. It's not a question of if. It's who's the best is what really is. Mm-hmm. And so once we produce it, then we have a new pool of people. Like, these are a bunch of people who've never been in this space. We invite all the kids to join us on set, not just the ones who won. The ones who won get interviewed, so they have something for themselves, and we have something for our funders. And then we're just generating more talent in a professional environment. So even if they don't continue with us, they know what a real set should feel like. You know what I'm saying? And
At the very minimum.
I think that's an important part, because people will get so excited about attaining the thing that they'll tolerate anything to keep the thing. We don't do that. No, we're going to put you in an environment where you feel secure, you feel appreciated, you are recognized, you're treated with respect and deference and appreciation. And then you can go out into the world and be like, why is this not like, and then you come running back because we want to keep you.
Exactly. And we're trying to keep Kimberly right here in South Florida. LA keeps trying to kidnap her and keep her over there, but we ain't having none of that. So we're definitely gonna set Kimberly's roots deeper down here on Hollywood East, and make some things happen with her and Flo. So with that being said, what other opportunities or other projects does Flo have on the table coming up 2025, 2026?
Well, 2025, we are currently in production with our next Flo film that we start the next weekend. We have one more in October that we're doing, and I think that wraps this year for the project, because then we're on to finding the next pool of kids to start in January. Then February is the festival, of course. My Flo Film Festival is February 26th to March 3rd.
February the 26th to March 3rd, and that's right after
here
that.
At Savory Cinema.
Hey, listen, and right after that, we're going to South by Southwest in Texas. So we're going to follow up with more information on that. So we got the Flo Film Festival, and then I'm taking my project to Austin, Texas, and I might have to invite Kimberly.
I ain't never been to South by Southwest. I heard about it.
Oh man, this year was super lit when I went out there with my team.
Oh my God.
They treated me like a celebrity out there. I gotta go back. But definitely South by Southwest next year, right after the Flo Film Festival. Y'all stay tuned for the details. They will be coming up in the upcoming months, along with other projects that we have lined up. So what else is new with you?
Everything is new, bro. It's just like closing out the last thing. Just rung up. You know how that thing goes. You do something and then network or whatever, and then all of a sudden it's a whole new plethora of opportunity that opens up. So it's just now managing these new connections, figuring out, how, like, even the photographer that was over there, she's like, I want to come. She's like, I want to come work over there with you guys.
Bring them. We need all the support that we can get down here in Florida. Because I mean, the Florida music scene, the Florida film scene is really starting to grow.
Dude, it's really blossoming. I'm so excited.
Speaking of films, a shameless plug. I'm actually in a movie that's about to come out now called Room Available. It's going to be my first major acting role.
What? You didn't tell me nothing about what
I told you about Room Available. Yes, I told you about Room Available. I showed you the picture and all. I'll show you again to remind you.
No, I need to see the movie.
The movie, yeah, they haven't put it out yet.
We're going to put it up here.
Okay. I mean, that's
we do a private screen.
Completely up to him.
Or we could do both.
We could do a private one. I've been talking to him where he wants to take it to like some super big district. I don't know what he's trying to do with it exactly.
He's trying to get it out there.
Like I told him, listen, get the movie out there first. Get some reviews on it. Get some motion behind it. Then start shopping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But everybody.
For sure, you got to get some momentum or some buzz going about it.
They got to do it their way. So I mean, I hope the movie does great because I'm in it. You know what I'm saying? And how I got into that movie, it wasn't even like I went out to actually audition for it. I went to go talk to somebody else who just happened to be there that day about something totally unrelated to the movie. And the guy was like, CP Hollywood, shout out CP Hollywood and Charmer. He was like, man, why don't you read for the script? You're here, you might as well just read for it. I was like, all right, whatever. So I took the script, I read it. You know, I'm a super extra guy. You know, I get into whatever I get into.
Yeah,
so
you are.
I was like really into it. He was like, have you ever acted before? I'm like, no. I mean, life is an act. I mean,
it's all a movie.
Life is a theater. You have to be, you know, in character at all times in life. He was like, yo, I'm gonna write a character for you into this movie.
What?
So he wrote a completely, just introduced the whole character into the movie and
is the character in alignment with you, or like is it off of you, or is it like a totally different person? You had to, like,
it's kind of not. It's a personality I can fit. It's something that I can grow into. I mean, because I kind of freestyled majority. He kind of gave me an outline of what he wanted the script to be, but it was mostly about me doing me. You know, kind of just improvise. You know, come off the cuff a little bit. You know, just put my character, my personality into the role. So, because like I say, he really didn't have that character written out. Yeah. He was just like, hey man.
Did you create backstory and all that? Did you?
All that.
Oh,
all that. So as we went through the movie and we was talking, I was like, hey, how about, you know, this be part of the situation with why he's feeling this way with her and why she's feeling this way and this and that. And, you know, we kind of developed a real chemistry on set to kind of like, he would just sit back like, do your thing, man. You got the script. Do your thing. You're handling it perfect. So
that's what's up.
It went really well. So that's why I want to get involved with one of your films. I want to show you really what I got. Because I don't think you've actually seen me
I have
in
not.
character.
Like, I can get into character.
But I have a couple of things that I'm working on as well. One of the movies is called Signature, and one of them is called The Tour.
I heard of Signature a little bit.
So Signature and The Tour are going to be my first two scripts that I wrote. The first two that I'm going to be, you know, directing. I need to find me a producer though. Man, I need to find me somebody who can produce these movies. I wonder who could it be? Could it be Kimberly? Would you like to help me produce Signatures?
I think that would be a great idea.
See how things work. See how things work.
I heard a little bit about it.
Yeah, Signatures is one of those films that's going to be a little bit different than customary films that people are used to, because it's going to be really talking about real life issues dealing with
I understand. But I came here to do this, not to do you. If I wanted to do you, I would have stayed at home.
Talk, Kimberly.
Talking. Looks green. Copy.
Yeah, it's good. It'll be fine. I mean, I got the editing ability. Yeah. So.
Thank you.
All right, so we're back live again. Sorry
Signature.
About that. Yeah, so we was talking about Signature. I'm back. Scoot this way a little bit, Kimberly. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so we were talking about Signatures. Signatures is about, like I say, real life issues, dealing with real life things that happen in the music world.
Yeah.
And this movie is really gonna highlight the other side of the music industry.
Mm-hmm.
And
expose.
Yeah, and it's really gonna be pointing out the things that I have inside of my book called The Artist Bible that I wrote specifically for the artists.
I love that, by the way.
And the Artist Bible it's a directive from point A to point Z in the artist's career, because a lot of artists want to remain independent. However, they don't know what it actually takes to remain independent to get the results of a major. So this book is kind of giving them, hey, look, from a label's perspective, from somebody who's doing this in real time, this is what you actually have to do. Like, this is what, you guys are missing, the small things, like you're submitting music with no metadata. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do I know who you are? The DJ gets your music, and then we open the file, and it's just an MP3.
Dude,
with a bunch of random letters and
levels?
numbers.
I'm learning this stuff now because I don't deal with music, right?
Mm-hmm.
But through our original films, now we have original songs that we do for each. It's a new thing, but for each one of our things, we have an original song written by a local artist.
Mm-hmm.
And you go in the studio, you lay everything down, whatever. We get ready to put it in the film, and they're like, "Oh, where are you at? What? What are these things? Like, I don't even know what that is. I don't even know how to go back and ask for it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know what I'm asking for.
Right.
How am I gonna know when I get it? I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what it's supposed to be."
That metadata is important. It's extremely important, because if we can't find you, how can we follow up with you about your music? I get so many submissions every day for music with no metadata. I just delete it. When I open the file and it says nothing in there, I don't have an artist name, I don't have a producer name, I don't have any. I just delete it. Like, I just go ahead and delete it.
You're chasing people now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be going back and trying to look you up.
Yeah.
I don't care how impressive your music is. If you can't present your music in the proper way, I'm not gonna even pay attention.
It's gotta be idiot proof, right? Because and such simple things will mess up an opportunity, right? Like, I had one actor, very religious, nice guy, really great to work with, but I know his name, but his email was like, "God loves you, the Romans more than you," or something.
Right.
And I'm like, looking, I was like, this is opportunity. I type in his name. His name's not coming up in my email. And I'm like, I don't remember what that strange, extended email was. You know what I mean? Like, something so simple as being your name at Gmail. Like,
something very
help you
simple.
Be found.
Yeah, just keep it. No, that's a tip too. Keep the things very simple and memorable to where when people are not around you, they can kind of find some type of recollective memory that connects them to your stuff. So, like, with me, it's on the spot, OTS. So you can remember on the spot, OTS. On the spot, OTS. Oh, that's on the spot right there. On the spot. What's your email? ots.ent.g@gmail.com. On the spot .entertainment.group@gmail.
Yeah.
So it's really simple. And I tell people, I'm like, can you remember that? It's like on the spot entertainment group, right? Yeah. Okay. So abbreviated.
Yeah, but if you put it in your email, you start with OT, it's gonna be one of the ones that
it's gonna pop up.
Exactly.
It's gonna pop up. It's gonna pop up immediately.
People call me Flo. I don't care if you call me. You don't need to know my name. You can call me Flo.
You call me
Fine with that, because you're gonna remember.
When I was looking up an email from something that we had sent back and forth, I was like, wait a minute. You know what? Kimberly. Boop. There's Flo. Okay. I know what it is. It's this one.
Yeah.
So if just make it easier for you to find. Like you say, what do you call it? Your levels. In film, it's metadata and music. Make sure that you guys properly label your stuff. Make sure that you have your headings on there. All the stuff that you need, so when you're taking those major steps and you're submitting music to major film festivals or major distributors, they know what to do with it. Because if you sending me something that I don't have nothing on there, I mean, it's just like this blank piece of paper. It may have everything in the world on the inside that I need, but once I look at it out here and I don't see nothing on there, like no address, no name, no email, no contact number, I do just like this.
Be easy to find. That's it. Just be easy to find. Keep it simple. Brand yourself.
Brand yourself.
Exactly.
That's the major thing. Brand yourself. And that's one of the things that's talked about inside the Artist Bible, which is what Signature points to. A lot of the things that's going on in the Artist Bible that can actually help artists. And that's how I'm going to be building my film career around the Artist Bible, taking different aspects of it and creating film productions out of it to help the artists, because a lot of people don't read. Some people can't read.
They're videos mostly.
They're mostly visual people. So I kind of took that into perspective when I wrote the book. I made it a very visual book that people can see, when they're reading it. But then I thought about it. A lot of people don't read. A lot of people don't have time to read. They'll sit down and watch a 2-hour movie.
Yeah.
But they won't sit down and read a book for 2 hours. So I said, you know what? I can make a bunch of short, impactful movies, which I call mini movies. I coined that. Don't steal my shit.
Mini. I think it was already there. Sorry, I don't know if you get the point in
the mini movies. So with the mini movies, it's going to be very impactful, straight to the point, hard hitting, letting people know this is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use that to get people's attention so they can learn through the progression of watching these movies how to become an artist, what to do in certain situations, how things can play out for the worst of you if you're not careful.
I think it's so interesting because so much of the content we're creating, like you have the book, right? And then you're creating mini movies to get them to the book. And then now I have the feature, but now I'm doing the same thing. I'm creating these mini, because you got to get the traction and the audience and their attention before you release the big thing,
stuff,
or nobody's going to sit through the big thing.
Right.
So it's so interesting to me to play this game in social media. This is another point of growth that we're having over the last year or so. I'm sure it's going to continue. Now I'm thinking okay, we'll do some of the themes of my film in AI and couple it with real life news footage. And that will be, just these different ways you got to play with stuff to get people to do what's in their best interest.
Yeah, because sometimes you got to twist people's arm
to get out of their own way.
To get them out of their own way. You got to literally put them in the headlock, choke them out, and drag them off.
Not all of that.
Dude, can you just listen to me? I'm trying to help you.
And there's so many amazingly talented people out there. You know what I mean? I've seen some stuff. I'm like, you'd be great, but then they don't show up for themselves.
They don't.
And then they're like, well, then my question is, are you serious about your craft, or is this just a hobby, or do you want to toy with it? Because I take my world very seriously.
Very serious.
You know what I mean? In LA, it's very serious in LA. You know what I mean? Sharing the stage of Florida was not an easy path.
Them people ain't playing over there because it costs money to make moves like that. Nobody has money or time to be wasted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's one of the things I love about the project that we're both connected to right now, the To Be a Rising Star, because you have an opportunity to highlight talent, but at the same time, there's a backdrop of support, right? Because we want to engage with the talent. We want to encourage them. We want to tell them how to improve their performance or improve their access to opportunities, So that was really what caught me about that. And Rob is Rob Kenneth. He's a visionary. Robert Kenneth's visionary, and he enables us to have the live shows here at Savor Cinema once again, my home cinema.
Full circle.
Yeah. Those talent showcases every third Tuesday. Like I said, I go to the acting classes. Small little class of 12 people, once or twice a week if I can. Right. But to have a bunch of people come out here and have a live audience and be able to perform on stage, that's other level, Yep.
Robert, big shout out to Robert Kenneth.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Kenneth,
for creating To Be a Rising Star. And how I got involved with To Be a Rising Star was, I was with you. I was with her at Toys for Tots. We was at Toys for Tots. With Alan Action.
Yeah.
With Alan Action, we was at
that's
Toys
why
for
you know
Tots.
Claudine.
Yeah, that's how I know her. I was like, I know her from somewhere. She was there. And when Robert was telling me, actually we started talking. He's like, "What's your story, young man?" You know how Robert is. He's like, "What's your story, young man?" So I was telling him some of the things that got going on as far as with the artist development, helping the artists, become better artists. And he was like, me and you should have a conversation. I think you'll be a great fit for some of the things I got going on. I have this platform that I'm creating. I think you'll be a great fit. Would you like to hear about it? I said, sure, tell me about it. I grabbed a drink and we went to chopping it up, and he was telling me about To Be a Rising Star. And I was like, you know what? That can go hand in hand with a lot of the things that I have going on, not just on the music side, but also on the filming side with my platform, Odin, with the streaming side. Yeah. So I talked to him about it. We had a conversation, and he was like, that'd be great. I was like, let me offer you some streaming service. He's like, what's streaming? Well, how would we do that? I'm like, listen, how we do that? We're going to take you live. I said, let me take you live on Odin. He was like, okay, well, show me how that looks. So I showed him how it looks. He was like, let's do it. Yeah. So every third Tuesday here at Savor Cinema, you will see me and Kimberly here. Yes.
7 to 10 p.m.
7 to 10 p.m. doing show
with bells on.
With the live auditions. Next, I think it's September the 13th or the 16th. The 16th, September 16th. We got the Battle of the DJs, which is going to be pretty huge.
Yes.
So all you DJs out there that think y'all got that sauce, tighten up, come on through. All you artists that think you got that jazz, come on through. We're doing performances, we're doing a DJ battle, we're gonna have food, we're gonna have drinks, we're gonna have entertainment.
And it's for you guys, it's for the talent, for you guys to come out and show us what you got, hang out, get to know each other. Build our little community up, you know what I mean?
Yes,
the more
sir.
of us that tap in together, the more we can do.
And y'all already know how I am about collaborations. I was preaching about collaborations for a couple of years now with you guys. So now is a perfect opportunity to you don't have to go through OTS. You can go through Flow. You can go through
To Be a Rising Star.
However you do it. Just get here. Just get here. That's all we want you to do. I don't care how you get here. Just get here because this is for your benefit, for the best of you guys.
Yes.
So with To Be a Rising Star, I know Flo is heavily involved in that. You're gonna be submitting the film portions of it?
I'm guest host. Yeah, guest host for the filming portion. So I get access to the talent. Like I said, it's a mentorship opportunity for us. But also I'm constantly casting. I'm a constant caster. So
yeah, she's a constant caster. Just like I'm a constant recruiter. I'm always looking for people to recruit, to bring into things, to make things better.
I remember one time I was eating like some crab spot, and I was in my head at the time casting a commercial I was shooting, and the guy who walked up to my table to serve me was the guy I wanted. And I was sitting there with my husband, my now husband. I'm like, dude, this is the guy. He's like, guy. He's like, it's a waiter. I was like, that's the guy.
That's him.
I was like, get your iPad. I shoved both of them in the men's room. I was like, take pictures of him and bring him back. And I offered him the role on the spot. Like, he'd never acted before, and I don't know what happened with him afterwards. It was a paid gig for him. I just saw him as a waiter, and he said yes. He said yes. You know what I mean? If he said no,
hey,
I would have kept looking. You know what I'm saying? But he said yes. So that's the thing. He said yes. He showed up. He got paid. Now he's in the commercial that you can still see on YouTube. But you just gotta show up.
You gotta show up. You never know what type of opportunity is going to be presented here, especially at To Be a Rising Star, because there's so many different connections that we have, from streaming to music to filming to behind the scenes productions to camera work. Absolutely. It doesn't matter the business. People do taxes, people do business alignment, insurance, loan specialists,
health and wellness,
all everything that can be found in the human genome is right here at To Be a Rising Star at Savor Cinema with Kimberly and myself. Our platforms, Flo and Odin. So speaking of Flo and Odin,
I like that. I really appreciate that. That graphic is hidden for me.
What's the deal with Flo and Odin? How is Odin? Well, how is Flo gonna work with Odin, and how do you see Odin facilitating Flo in its growth down here in the Florida market?
Well, I know that Flo has an extensive library of films that continues to grow every year.
Yes.
And content is king.
Content is king.
So I also, little birdie told me that Odin had some really significant content streaming on there that would be more of attraction for indie filmmakers and for the audiences alike, because you always want to be paired up. Like it's like Flo in the Tribune. You want to be paired up with the franchise, with the brand,
with the big names.
With the big names. You
want to put your face next to the big faces.
A lot of independent filmmakers find it very intriguing to be on this platform with that caliber of project.
I mean, we got some Hollywood films on Odin, like BP, and we got Iron Man. You know what I'm saying? We got that wet dude with the long hair. The people that be going, Mr. Momoa, that dude, he's in there. You know what I'm saying? We got those type of films on there. Especially your boy Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, when they just came out here to Miami to shoot that last one. That last one, yeah, that last one. That's on my platform. So I'm telling y'all.
I haven't even seen that yet.
If you guys wanna, really get alongside of the names and get your name noticed, tap in. Flo's right here, Odin's right here. We got some big names on the platform. So submit your films, and if you get on Odin, guess what? You get submitted to Flo. So it's not so much of,
It's a fame funnel.
It's a fame funnel. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. It's a fame funnel.
But we try to get you paid too, so don't be famous for being broke. But it's a fame funnel. You'll get seen. You'll get traction.
Our thing is to put you in position to win. We're not trying to make a bunch of money off you. We're not trying to make you make a bunch of money off of us. We're trying to get your product and your talent seen so you can make money with your talent and your platform. That's our goal. If we make some money on the back end, great, awesome.
I'm not opposed to it, but that's not the
goal
point.
Is to get you guys to understand the opportunities that's in front of you, that's being presented to you,
and take advantage of
and
them.
how big these opportunities are. Because you're looking at a global icon. She may be sitting up here all chilling with her little polo on, you know what I'm saying, half pulled back with the little whip to the side. She might just be up here doing that right now, but you guys are really looking at a global icon, someone who can really make moves in this industry, someone who's inspired me. Y'all want to know where I'm getting all this fire from? This woman, because she keeps me lit. She brings me around people that inspire me. She brings me around people that broaden my horizons. That's what I encourage every one of y'all to do. Don't just sit home and go to the same showcases. Don't sit home and go around the same friends. Get out of your area. Stop being local.
Doing the same thing, expecting different results is madness.
It's called insanity. If you're gonna keep banging your head against the wall and say, "Oh, I expect me to keep hitting my head and stop hurting," it's never gonna happen. That's crazy. That's crazy. So when it comes to developing yourself and taking advantage of these opportunities, I suggest if you don't want to go through me, go through Kimberly. If you don't want to go through Kimberly, go through Rob. Yes. If you don't want to go through Rob, find you somebody who you can trust.
Yes.
Who's really about helping you as an artist and your platform grow. Get in with them. Learn the game. Learn the business side of your craft. I don't care what you're doing, whether it's acting, whether it's music, whether it's production. It does not matter. Learn the business side of your craft so you can be effective and nobody can lead you wrong. That's number one. Learn the business side. Number two, proper networking. Don't just sit here in Florida, Hollywood East. Take your behind the Hollywood West out there, LA, like Kimberly did. And then you see the connections that she's made, the friendships that she's developed. And now look, there's a whole wave that's coming this way. No tsunami. We don't want no tsunamis. We want that money wave. We want that money wave so we can surf it. You feel me? We want to get on that flow. You know what I'm saying? We want to get into that flow. You know? So that's number two, networking. 3, put the work in. Yeah. You can be the most talented person in the world, but if you don't put the work in, it ain't going nowhere. Tom Cruise, phenomenal actor. Man never stops working.
Yep.
The man never stops training. Jackie Chan, when he was healthy and young, this man worked every day, worked out every day, working, training, getting his craft down. Because the man was a superstar. In order to get to that level, you have to put in that work. Kobe Bryant in the gym, 4 o'clock in the morning. People are like, why are you here? I mean,
he be working
all night.
We don't sleep.
You see how she just trying to throw me in there like that? You know, I'm missing all these big movers and shakers. She gonna throw me out there.
Throw you out there.
Just a little nugget in the pond, man.
You are part of the fame funnel. You know what I sat back and realized?
What's that?
There's this girl that I was introduced to through a mutual friend of ours, and she was in LA, and I was like, oh, well, she'd asked me, she goes, oh, I want to talk to sales agents and talk to distributors and make all these connections. And I'm like, I'm doing this from here. Like, you gonna come over here and meet my people? Like, right. Then the LA Tribune thing. This is so like how it happened. This is exactly how it happened. LA Tribune dropped in my lap. They want the festival. I'm like, I'm gonna invite all my big guys over there. She's over there. I'll take everybody to her. Right.
And that's how it works.
Well, I made her a judge. Mm-hmm. She goes on, but like this is like March when I first started working on it. Like she was the first person I called. March or April. And she goes and looks at the website. Keep in mind, this is the ground. She goes and looks at the website. She's like, am I getting paid for this position? I'm like, you're watching a movie. Like literally every judge got one film. You're watching a movie. No, this is not a paid position. Well, I'm not impressed with the other judges on the panel. And I'm not going to get paid. I don't think this is for me. And I called the person back who introduced me.
Why does this sound like somebody I know?
Maybe. I called back the person who introduced me and said, I gave your person exactly what they asked for. And they shut me down. I said, unless you're willing to pay her to judge, because I don't know her, and I'm not. Now I'm at the point where I don't know if I want to introduce her to other people. Right. Because if you're solely financial focused, like, I don't do that. So, like, I don't know what you want to do about it, I said, but otherwise, I have nothing left for her. I gave her what she asked for. She turned it down. I'm done with that. 2 weeks before I left. Hey, so I see the advertisements for the thing, and she's like, if you'll still have me, I'll be a judge. I'm like, the judging ended a month ago. Like the judges have judged. I know who's winning. I'm leaving, and I know who's winning. like you have me back. I'm like, now you see, that's how people are, right?
We spoke about that in the beginning. I think it was on the other segment where.
Right, Rob says that some watch, people, some wait, some will, some won't. So what? She watched and waited herself out of an excellent opportunity.
Excellent opportunity to go over to California, meet some.
Well, she lived in California. She was trying to get plugged there. I'm like,
oh well, yeah, missed her plugs. Well, she missed her plugs.
She missed her plugs, and people in her backyard now. She don't even know them.
She ain't got no power. You better call FPNL or CPNL, California Power Lights. But yes, man,
people that get in their own way.
They get in your own way.
But I'm not going to advocate for her because she already came at me with that. Who are you? I'm like, who are you?
You really have to be that way, Kimberly. And I've taken on the personality of, if you don't, it's okay. You don't have to rock with me now. It's perfectly fine. I know where it's going. I know what motion is behind me. I know who's behind me. Vision. I got Kimberly right here over my shoulder. Like, it's a good move, man. And I'm gonna respect her opinion harder than anybody else because she's who she is. She's been there, done that. So if she tells me, man, Clay, I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that'll work for you. I'm going to listen. But if she says that's a great idea, I'm going to run with it. So, like, I've developed this attitude to where people don't got to support me now. I don't even care. Because it makes me be like, you know what? This is going to be so hilarious because all the doors that y'all are shedding in my face, you're going to look up that one day. You're going to look up. And I am gonna be the door that you gotta walk through.
See, but you're not good. But you deserve it because you're a nice guy. You're not the kind of guy who's gonna be like, sucker,
No, I'm not being vindictive or sour about it. But people have to understand the difference between being bitter about something and being motivated about something.
It's funny when you see it happen. When you start to see it happen, it's like,
and it's been happening a couple of times. I had a couple of phone calls.
That's like compassion. Compassion.
Hey, man.
They didn't know. They didn't see what you saw.
Oh, no. I ain't making no excuse because they knew. They knew me when I was broke. They knew me when I had money. They knew me when I was broke again. So the progress of me being where I'm at now, coming, from just throwing pool parties to now I have a streaming platform that's on TV. I got a radio station. I got a record label. I got a royalty recovery program. I got the mentorship.
I love the royalty recovery program. I need to do something like that for my actors. You gotta figure that out.
Tap in. I mean, the royalty recovery program can be arranged for anything. I mean, we can definitely talk about that.
Well, look, I have a lot of SAG actors that did commercial work that it's still running. They're supposed to be paid as long as the thing is running. They're not getting paid. The money's coming out.
It's going
somewhere.
But
Let's just where.
But not to them. So let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Off camera, of course.
Yes.
We'll talk about that, and we'll come up with a way to help the SAG actors.
We're
get
commiserating to help you. Literally on camera, commiserating, planning on ways.
And y'all see how this works. Y'all see how this works.
It's like, oh, you help that? I would like to help my people with that too.
Something just came up just like that.
It may not get us paid, but it'll get you paid.
It'll get you paid, but it'll put us in a position to where, like I say, a lot of this stuff I don't do it for money. I do it for the ability to be able to help others.
Yeah.
And then the more we collaborate and build things, the more authoritative we become in that field.
Yeah, absolutely.
So now
more credibility build.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're putting things together. We're building things for the people to help the people. And it's up to the people to take advantage of that.
Exactly.
Like, don't be out here peopling people. You know what I'm saying? Don't be out peopling. You guys have to take advantage of some of these things that we got going on down here in Florida, especially in the filming scene. Flow Film Festivals is here to stay. She ain't going nowhere. Odin streaming platform is here to stay. It's not going nowhere. Flow is going to be tapped in with Odin. Odin's going to be tapped in with Flow. All you guys' films that are not Flow affiliated, if you guys upload to Odin, you will become Flow affiliated, as well as other film festivals that we have around the nation. So Kimberly.
That's another one. We just got San Francisco New Concept Film Festival, the Sister Fest.
What she said.
We onboarded that one. at the Tribune.
We gonna put that up
We're
there.
good friends.
We gonna put that.
We got
all
waiver
this
codes and all that.
We're gonna put all this information into the closing captions at the end, so you guys can know what's really going on with Flo, with Odin, with To Be a Rising Star, with LA Tribune, International Film Festival, the San Francisco
New Concept Film Festival.
Yeah.
Thank Mo Rock of the LA Tribune for the CEO for putting all of us into the room. Like, there's some phenomenal people we were able to connect with. He's a great guy, huge vision, and just really blew me away with his connectivity. But then the way the people that went for him connected, it was like crazy. That was a fire in the room, man. Like, he's really top notch. So thank you for that.
So look, we gonna wrap it on up. This was lovely talking with you, Kimberly, tonight. I appreciate you so much. Is there any other shout outs that you want to give to somebody out there? Somebody of your other little gangster buddies?
Oh, no, I want to give one main shout out, though, to my main guy.
Who's that?
My husband. Nicholas Morgan. Without your support, none of this would be possible. So I love you. Thank you for believing in me, for sacrificing for mostly me and for all the artists that I represent. I love you.
And you know what? I can attest to that because I've met this man, and he has her back. That's the type of situation where a lot of people who are on a go need to have an understanding partner who understands what they got going on and is willing to fill in those gaps to where they can continue to be successful. Because I mean, she has her hands full, not just with her business life, but with her personal life. And I see a lot of the things that she has going on behind the scenes, and their partnership really works. So big shout out to my boy Nick. Hey, when we going fishing, bro? I've been waiting for you for the longest. When we going fishing?
He wasn't going last week. He was home with the babies.
He was home with the babies. She was in LA. He was home with the babies.
Oh,
so look, we gonna wrap it up. Big shout out to Nick once again. To Robert, Kenneth, to Flow Film Festivals, to Odin, to all of our collaborators out there.
Thank you for having me. This is amazing.
Hey, I appreciate you coming on because this is the first edition to the Spotted magazine. So in case y'all don't know, the Spotted e-blog magazine is official. September 1st, it will be dropping. This interview will definitely be in there. So y'all go get the magazine. It's free. Y'all got it. The gold edition. All the gold editions are free. They're for you guys. So it's gonna be the gold edition is gonna come out quarterly, 4 times a year. At the end of the quarter, but at the beginning of the new quarter, every quarter, I should say,
3 months,
every 3 months, we're going to be dropping a magazine, the gold edition. But every month, we're going to have the in-between magazines, okay? So just look for the gold edition. The gold edition is free. The other ones, you do got to pay for because there's going to be exclusive content in there. So if you guys want spots in there, tap in. You want to get your content placed in there, tap in. And this is not no regular ebook. This ain't no regular magazine.
No,
this is totally different than something
that you really like. I looked at, I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, this ain't no regular.
It's like a combination of. It was just.
Don't tell them. Let them see it.
It was remarkable, dude. Because I was like flipping, and I was like, wait, let me go back.
Look,
that's not still.
Right. So
like, what?
When you guys go get the book, when you guys go tap in with the ebook. With the e-blog, you guys will see. I'll be posting a link at the end of the month after my artist drops on the 29th. Big shout out to Mullah Z. Happy birthday to you, young man. He turned 25 on the 26th. His album, his first single with On the Spot Entertainment Group, is dropping this Friday. It's called Florida. So if you guys don't know, now you know. Go tap in. The pre-sale links on my page, on the OTS Entertainment page, and on Mullah's page. So with that being said, those are our things. We got September 16th next month. You guys tap in, Battle of the DJs. We got the Flow Film Festival next year, February 26th to March the 3rd. And then we have South by Southwest immediately after that on the 6th or the 7th. I believe it's the 7th. We'll be back out there again. So you guys make sure.
In between there, you got another gold edition coming out.
Yes. You got another gold edition coming out. January 1st, the gold edition will be dropping January 1st. So, you guys, I appreciate you guys tapping in. Kimberly, once again, thank you for coming through. This is my girl. When you guys see Odin, you guys go see Flo. When you guys see me, you go see my little woe. You feel me? This my girl right here, all the way to the top, from the bottom to the top. Flo, Odin, it was a pleasure. Yeah. Thank you so much. Spotted Magazine, September 1st. Go get the copies. They're free.
Grab for this guy.
And watch out for this interview, man. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot. So I appreciate you, Kimberly.
Appreciate you, Pam. Thank you.
And to the rest of y'all, good night. I'll see y'all next week. We out.
Can I get an official closeout photo?
Absolutely.
Now's the time.
Wait. Get these first.
I was gonna say, you guys.
Okay, so no, yeah. 1 second.
Let's get these.
Hold on, then we're coming over. Amazing. Hold on, let me make sure we got you good.
Lauderdale. Flow life. We got the flow life.
Giving us the LA.
LA, baby, LA. Come on, girls.
Come on, babies. Why are you destroying this shirt, girl?
Pop in.
Okay. Wow.
The melanin is popping.
How to get the good side, you know?
You got a bad side?
I don't know. Some people say it's a good side and bad side to everybody's face.
Oh, did you get the backdrop? Can you see the backdrop behind us?
Some of it, yeah.
I mean, we can always go downstairs and take some more photos, Kimberly.
I think that the interview was great, though. We covered so much stuff.
Yeah, we did.
I know, y'all got like 2 years worth of information.
Girl, this is out and it's in the can. We can now cut it up and use it. What are you doing? What are you doing? What do you want to see?
End.
Okay, I can help you from anywhere.
End.